So whoop. Well, oh my God, we're recording and we're not cutting that out. He's a blood member.
I swear to God, if we get indicted, we're not going down for Rico or Jaheim or any of them.
On God, it was Aaron, Jaheim, and Jarquez. I don't know nobody else. They can get them.
The contents of this podcast are informational in nature, and neither Shane, nor Johnny, nor I, nor Random Realness is engaged in the provision of legal, tax, or any other advice. You should seek your own advice from professional advisors, including lawyers and accountants, regarding the legal, tax, and financial implications of any financial decision you contemplate. Additionally, the information shared on this podcast is not intended to be a substitution for diagnosis, treatment, or informed professional advice. You should not take any action or avoid taking any action without consulting with a qualified mental health professional.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Episode
26.
26? We out here living halfway through one season.
Man.
Nigga going strong, ain't missed a week yet.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Shane. Here with my dog, J. White. My other dog, Johnny B.
Yo.
Also here with a special guest. We all know him as Aaron. Jeffrey the Giraffe.
That dude's fucked up.
His mom might call him baby, Aaron, something like that.
Little bastard.
But no, it's our dog. He actually is the owner and founder of Hobbs Hustle Fitness.
Yeah.
I thought I was wearing one too. No, that was yesterday. What up, dog?
Hey,
You
what's
were
up,
wearing
guys?
one of those
Good.
yesterday.
How
I
are
can
you
vouch
guys?
for that.
You know, wasn't I?
He was wearing one of those yesterday. I can vouch
You
for
gotta
that.
represent.
I was trying to get. I was FaceTiming him. I said, "Nigga, 2X, nigga, let me get another
He
phone."
Hey,
wants
quick
niggas
shout out
to
real
think he
quick.
works
208
out.
Fresh Prince.
Nice.
Shout out to
nice.
my white fresh friends.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
Come on, man.
And
Come on.
what's the name of your company again?
Hobbs Hustle Fitness.
That's our round of applause. We don't got a round of applause on here anymore.
That's
so
an M18, guys.
you know,
That's an M36 two lasers on it.
how's everybody doing today? I feel like the energy's up
I'm
today.
doing great, man.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody came in smiling and wilding.
Cheesing.
Yeah, boy, how you feeling, dog?
Good. I
Yeah.
was excited all day today thinking about this.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty dope.
Boy, he showed up ready.
Yeah.
Got him some beats and everything. What? Stop.
Shout out to Jackie.
Oh, okay.
Not mine.
Not mine.
Not mine. How you doing, Johnny B? What you been up to, dog?
Bro, I'm doing good. I can't complain, man. I just been kicking back, staying low key, chilling with my lady.
How's your new pup?
Great, bro. She's just perfect, dog.
Not pregnant yet.
I know you're free. Is
it FEMA?
Did you?
FEMA's coming
No,
for
PETA.
That's what makes me hungry, nigga. PETA, you remember PETA? Anyways, my dog is good, nigga.
What kind of dog is it?
It's a Rottweiler. It's
dope. Hell
her
yeah.
name's Melly, man. I call her Smelly Melly, the Thotty Roddy.
That's hard.
That's my baby.
That's cool. I had a Rottweiler when I was a kid. They're good dogs.
Yes, I actually grew up with two Rottweilers, like two big ass. So she's an American Rottweiler. I grew up with two big ass German Rottweilers.
Oh, dope.
She's an American Rottweiler.
What's the difference between the two?
There's a couple
You
differences.
said about 20 pounds, you fucking cocksucker.
I'm just joking.
No,
What is the difference?
on everything, there's probably around a 20-pound difference, right? Their head shape is different, and their coloring slightly. Like American Rottie's got that super bright, like caramel and black, and then the German Rottweilers tend to be a little bit darker, a lot more block-headed.
Okay.
Yeah,
they're a little bit
more
bigger,
squared
and then
up.
they're also like, even though Rottweilers are cuddly and lovey, all to a point, like the American ones are a little bit more chill and not as like German ones can be a lot more aggressive and meaner, even though they're big lovies too. And all depends on the environment. Everyone, I'm assuming everyone takes that into account. But the main difference is like a little bit of size, and they're just super, super chill compared to like aggressive Rottweilers.
From my understanding, Rottweilers, like say the difference between a Rottweiler and a pit bull is like a pit bull is like protective of its owner. A Rottweiler, you like put it on a property and it's protective over the property.
It's,
owner.
it's so funny you say
Is that true or?
I don't have the credibility to say that or the actual knowing of that, but it's funny you say that because I wouldn't call it a property, but like where I live at is not like my yard's like damn.
It's not just a little front yard and a backyard.
It's like an acre.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's like an acre, right? And growing up, they had 2 Rottweilers, and they would just roam the whole property, and it's fenced off, right?
I wouldn't say it's a property, but at my property.
and they're super protective. So like my Rottweiler now, she fucking will go she'll run around the whole property and this and that. And it's funny also when it comes to pit bulls, not hating on them, I love pit bulls, but I've always been a big Roddy fan. And people always associate pit bulls as being like these gangster ass, aggressive ass dogs. And pit bulls have like an average bite force of like 225 psi pounds per square inch.
Yep.
Rottweiler is like 338. They don't fuck around.
I gotta fuck. We're gonna go left real quick. So when I was a kid, I had my little pit named Eve. Right, check this out. And my homeboy, International Tay, he be in the comments, but he had this
Shout out to International Tay.
Rottweiler lab mix.
Yeah.
And I remember I had just got fucking Eve.
Nigga, did you
and
dogfight?
No, I didn't dogfight, but I thought she was about to look at you like, Vic, you better chill. I thought that fucking well, actually no, I got a big male named Lucky, and I was like, oh, this will fuck anybody's dog up. Not that I was gonna fight him,
but based off his looks.
I take it up and I'm like walking it up on International Tay's half lab, half fucking Rottweiler. And fucking his dog jumps on my dog's neck, and like the chain gets caught up and shit. And my dog like, and like his lab is like fucking my shit up. And I'm all just like, and I'm like, no, I'm like, yeah. Oh, dude, Tay was like, yeah. He's calling the Bronx. He's like, yeah. And then he pulled him out. He's like, hey. But since it only went for that like 30-second splat, he's like, don't have my dog come fuck your dog up. So he would be talking that bullshit. But it just
don't make me call Steve.
Lucky just wasn't ready yet.
Take the motherfucking
he just wasn't ready. He was like,
it was his first street fight.
Yeah. Bronx wasn't ready. He's probably from the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? It was all street, but yeah, dog. It turned. I thought I was like tough as fuck. I was, yeah. And then the shit turned sour. I'm like, get the leash off of him. He's caught with the leash. Man, I'm all trying to make excuses for this little 20-second fight. Oh my god. So yeah, Rots they're legit.
They are. They're the dope as fuck. And his dog Melly is dope. She's like I walked in and she looked at me, and I pet her once, and she jumped up and was like, I'm like, oh shit, what up? You know, she's hella cool, like, but she doesn't like. She don't bark. She's like, I don't even know.
Did you get to pick her? Like, did you pick out of the lip?
So she wouldn't have picked his big eye.
I got super lucky, right? So she's 3. I didn't get her brand new. You never find Roddies at Humane Society. She was owner surrender. She got dropped off at the Boise Humane Society. And you find, bro, I keep an eye on that for all the time. You never see Rottweilers on. You see all kinds of pit bulls and all kinds of mutts and all kinds of animals. You never see Rottweilers on there, bro. She was on there one day. My motherfucking girlfriend's sister just happened to be searching. She's like, Johnny, there's Rottweiler, because she knows I love Rottweilers. On the motherfucking Humane Society, I got in my whip and just slid. And then we picked her up, and I was hoping. So obviously, when you go there, like me and my lady could have went there and then went to meet her, and she could have just been
some piece of shit.
Yeah, some dogs are just like not good, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Whether
like
they
they're
were
just too
abused
much
or whatever, too.
Yeah. Like we seen these one people.
I'm gonna correct you because I'd get yelled at if I didn't. It's not that the dogs are bad; they just had bad owners.
100%. Boom.
Facts.
Facts. Big facts. Just like fucking kids to a point.
100%.
But we was visiting. There's these. You can either visit outside or you can visit inside. In the one here in Boise, and there's this one big glass room in the middle, and there's other couple visiting a Doberman in there, nigga, and he was wilding out, and the couple was just looking scared as fuck, sitting there like they didn't want it. And I'm like, I would love that Doberman, and I feel like if it got around my energy, I'd chill it out. Like our dog Melly, her name actually was Dally in the place, but I didn't like that name. It's just a weird name. But so they said she's still young, you can change it. Just try to make it sound somewhat like it. And I was like Melly, just right off the rip. I like Melly.
Body kind of.
Yeah.
Thotty Roddy with the body.
Smelly, Smelly Melly, the Thotty Roddy.
Is it a 3-year-old dog 21?
And yeah. And so she.
So it's still early to rename somebody 21.
Nigga, she's.
I adopted an 18-year-old. His name's Craig, and I just changed it to James.
Jamal, man. Hey, Jamal, get over here. He don't listen for shit. Nigga, he's 21. Of course, he thinks his name's Craig. She's just the shit, though, bro. She's just cool. Really well mannered, and I think her environment that she's in now is just the best for her, and she's fucking loving it.
How's your pup?
I think my dog's on the way out, man. I think we're looking to
Wait,
rehouse
you're
my dog.
gonna rehouse her or it's dying?
Rehouse him.
Rehome.
serious?
Rehome, yeah.
What kind of dog?
It's like a little like
Yapper, nigga.
it's
That's
like-
the one that I've seen on like FaceTime and shit?
Yeah.
Oh, what's wrong with it?
Well,
It's a yapper.
Okay, let's go. No, it's not because it's a yapper. The idea goes, we want to get a dog. I'm dad of the household. I'm like, I can't take on any more duties.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm
if you
not
guys
doing it.
I'm not doing it.
Right.
If you guys want this dog, you guys need to do the poop, feed it, water, sleep with it, pet, all that kind of shit.
Right.
There's some nights where this dog is on the couch by himself because he went in one room. Get him out of here! And then Joseph, get him out! I don't want to sleep. And I'm like, damn! And we got a new baby, so it's like
just
he's not gonna be sleeping in our bed.
right.
And I saw all that. She was, my wife was pregnant when the idea of the dog came up. So I'm forecasting
And
all
her
that shit.
hormones just took over. She said, "Yeah, let's get the dog."
Let's get the dog. But anyway,
Got a craving.
So honestly, we're
Shit,
gonna
I want a yapper.
If your wife was pregnant and craving for dog, you should have just got her some Chinese food.
Facts.
Oh my
Or just bent her over.
That was racist as fuck. I'm sorry. It's funny.
I tried to turn left. So
It's even worse than I
said,
agree.
or bend her over.
But yeah, doing good.
Good.
I want to say R.I.P. Jim Brown, Tina Turner.
Tina Turner.
Was there anybody else in the last
Nigga, they
week?
say they come in threes, so I can't think of the third.
Jim Brown passed away.
Jim Brown passed away.
Tina Turner.
It's like 80 something, right?
Yeah, both of them
83, I
were in their
think.
80s.
She was 83. That's who it was. She was
Yeah.
83.
Damn, that's crazy. And Ike, how's he doing?
Yo! What's up, partner? What up, boy? What's up? Good to see you. Yeah. Hey, I just want to ask you a quick question.
What's that?
You from around here?
No, I'm from Montana.
Okay,
You know
you
what
just
I'm saying?
moved here, huh?
Yeah,
I
just
can tell
moved-
you don't
yeah.
drive like us.
Yeah.
Real quick question.
Yeah.
Who insured you?
Colin.
Colin Lano?
Yeah, Colin Leno. I call Colin.
Really? What's his phone number?
208
Uh-huh.
639
Okay.
0412. You know I call Colin.
I just talked to this other cat driving this nice whip.
Oh, you saying this?
He said Colin too.
Oh yeah, he does them all.
Okay.
I got a fleet of vehicles.
Okay. I'm gonna call Colin.
Yeah, call Colin.
All right.
Call Colin Leno Insurance for all your insurance needs.
How nigga doing? That was my nigga.
How you doing?
Good,
Doug?
good,
You
chilling.
made the trek out here to be with us
You know what I'm
today.
saying? I appreciate it. It's
And
been
we
a while,
appreciate
too.
you.
Yeah.
Side note, real quick. Congratulations on the baby. I didn't know you had a baby.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
dope. I didn't know that. That's crazy. That's how you
4
know I
months
ain't been
in June.
around in a while.
You know what I'm saying?
Goddamn.
You.
I don't want to get invited to the barbecues no more.
Stop.
Fuck out of here.
And
June 25th.
You shrunk 3 inches since I saw you last
Yeah,
day.
stop.
These guys.
That nigga still got 2 inches on you.
I don't care. He can't fight though.
I already told you earlier. I'll throw something.
Yeah, it's okay. I can dodge, nigga. You seen the
Can
Matrix?
you dodge a wrench?
He's coming at the
Dodge a
strength,
water
but
bottle.
Yeah.
you got that endurance?
Oh, yeah, you're done. I'm the type, I'll hit chamber, I'll run.
Hey.
He's not catching me.
No shots because I appreciate your hustle, but this nigga trains little kids, nigga. He ain't seen
He
me.
ain't got
You know what I'm
this,
saying,
yeah.
nigga? This adult work, nigga. Fucking talk about.
Those kids don't have it either.
But
They're
you know who
done.
else trains little kids? All them Hollywood niggas. They train little kids all the time.
Are you sponsored by Balenciaga?
This thing is out here wilding. Anyways, speaking of training,
Nigga, it's for humor.
so
Ain't nothing funny about it.
how long? I know it's not like too recent, but you know, businesses. I feel like new businesses, like even the first couple years, I still consider it like a new business.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
for sure. So officially, I started in March. Unofficially, fuck the
What my paperwork says.
unofficially, I started last year in about October. I was doing it through like Parks and Rec and stuff. It was the
Okay.
only gym that I was able to get. And So I was actually, charging a little more because Parks and Rec was taking a cut. Shout out to the
Yeah,
city.
yeah.
Shout out
What
to the
exactly
city.
do you do? Actually,
So it's skill development for sports. It's mostly basketball, but I've done like baseball. I actually, it was kind of weird. I did soccer.
I was gonna say, you told me you hit a soccer
which
kid.
was weird.
Not hit him, but
Yeah.
you said-
I told the mom
right
too. I
hook.
was like, I don't really know anything about soccer, but like me and her go way back, and she was like, blah blah blah. You could teach agility and stuff, and so I helped him with his footwork and stuff like that. But it's mostly skill development in basketball.
This was a mom that had a kid that she wanted you to teach soccer.
Yes.
And you said, hey, I don't know much about soccer. And she said, it's okay.
Yeah.
Probably wants to fuck.
Oh, hey. On the realest note, Jackie, no, she don't.
he said, Jackie,
Cameras on.
we're recording. That's stupid as heck. I was thinking them. Well, that's super dope. So decent, like almost a year.
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, coming up here, when winter comes up, it'll be a year officially, unofficially.
Okay. He said, however you want to look at it.
Yeah, for sure.
And is that the only thing you do?
No, I work part-time at a factory in Mountain Home, too.
Okay.
The only reason I do that is because it's like, say if something comes up crazy, you can't just depend on somebody to just be like, okay, I'm going to pay you every time. Like,
Yep.
people go through
100%.
They
Yeah.
go through shit, too. So I wanted to make sure I had a steady income
That's
to make
just
sure
smart.
that if something happened, I'm still getting some type of paper.
Yep.
And so that's at Marathon Cheese.
Okay.
Yeah, I just work part-time, 6 to 10, baby.
And what is is the demand going? Is the demand for sports training there?
Because you're Mountain Home,
Yeah,
right?
and so one of the main reasons I jumped on it is because you see things like, whether it's here in Boise or like bigger cities and shit, like why certain kids and certain schools are just so good. It's because they get training and they get specific
100%.
skill. In Mountain Home, you don't have that. It's tough, and so I saw that opportunity. I was actually doing it for free. Like I was helping out my little nephews. I've been coaching him for a while and bringing in like kids, helping them with like football agility and stuff like that, and helping hooping and stuff. And then my girlfriend Jackie was like, "Why aren't you like charging these kids?" And so shout out to Jackie again. She actually pushed me.
This is your manager.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see you.
no, to be honest, though,
You should. I mean, it's not a good look to charge the kids, but charge the parents because like
that's what I mean, though. That's what I mean.
You know what I'm saying? Because like
The
if you
kids
just
get
tap
charged on
their
the court,
pockets,
though.
it's
Like, no, but she pushed me to actually do this, and which is kind of weird because I've always been really not bad or not believing in myself, but I would just like, whatever. I'm just chilling.
get it.
I'm just
Yeah.
chilling.
That's how I feel like that's how most people are.
I
100%.
needed the push, and she pushed me, and so I'm super grateful for it.
Can't fly till you jump, nigga.
100%.
When you were helping your nephews, did you see them flourishing compared to the other kids by what you were doing? Or?
Yes. So to be honest, my little nephew Cooper, is a fucking animal. He wrestles. He plays football. He played basketball last year, but because he's a wrestler, it kind of get conflicts. But he's a stud, man. One of the biggest things that I teach kids and any new kid that comes is like, what's the strongest part of your body? Right, it's your mind, it's your brain. You have to be able to think about.
I would say
what's
go my
good.
calf.
I'm like,
Your turn. Every kid
This
says
nigga
that.
just said my neck. Point at where his neck is. I'll wait.
Hey,
Yeah, I do. That's what I'm about to say. We need to work out a joint venture or something.
Did he just offer J. Dot neck on the camera?
hold on. Is the camera off?
You gotta say pause or not on duty. So
you got that land before time head, nigga. Little foot type shit.
but anyways,
The mind is the most powerful.
Yeah, and so like Cooper,
Yeah.
my little nephew, he's good, man, and it's just like understanding, like who cares? What are we here for? We're here for practice.
Yeah,
Like who
100%.
gives a damn? Like if you lose, you have to learn from it. And I just been preaching to him since he was little. Like I take it harder on my nephews because we're family and shit. Like I'm in his ear. I'm like,
Yeah.
you ain't
talking shit to him, right?
Yeah, like, but you can't say that to other kids.
Yeah.
But my little nephew, you want to talk about a kid who literally, you say one thing, I don't have to say it again. Literally,
Oh,
he just
damn.
retains
He be
information
soaking
so
shit
well.
up.
Yeah. He the last couple of years he was he's wrestles and he was like getting second in state. This last year he got first.
Okay.
It was like the most exciting thing he ever did. But like just teaching him these little
The work
things
ethic to get to it.
be there. And
Right.
he's 11.
Yeah. Right.
He's 11. You know.
It's crazy.
So
It's
do
wild.
you? Is there like restrictions on your age? Like, do you?
Nope. And so I mean, obviously, if you're above 18, don't be hitting my line, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you should be able to hoop.
Yeah.
You got it. Johnny.
I shot you a DM about 2 weeks ago, nigga. My left hand's getting red.
You said you left me on red. But it's any age, really.
Jackie?
Yeah, facts.
I know this nigga don't run a social. Jackie?
For real, though. All the videos and shit. I was like, well, me, I never had.
He didn't even have it.
I never had social. I mean, I had a Snap that I hardly used, but like Facebook, Instagram, never had one. And I told Jackie, I was like, can we do it without one? She's like, no, don't be an idiot.
Yeah,
like,
for real.
Which is smart. Like, it's literally brought me business.
It's
and
branding and shit like that,
everything. Too. So, but back to the age group. It's any age, really, all the way up to 18. But the classes break up into beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Okay. So depending on your skill level, like you could be, 7, but if your skill level is intermediate, like I'm gonna move you up. I'm not gonna keep you with kids because at that point, then I'm holding you down.
Right.
So I didn't want to do age groups because some kids are good, right? Some kids are good, and then
Other kids suck dick.
Yeah, not that they suck dick. They just haven't had the practice enough because, like, again, they don't have something like that,
and they don't know. It's just specifically
there's also those kids that no matter how much training they have, they just suck at sports and can't be athletic.
I agree. I agree, but like I feel like that's the coach's fault. Like if you're a good coach, I was just about to say this. At Mountain Home, man, you get Parks and Rec. Okay, so I coach basketball, 5th and 6th grade. It's 4-on-4. This is like what we're prepping kids to go into 7th grade. I also coach a 7th grade hacker team, middle school, whatever. And we're playing 4-on-4. You're not allowed to steal. You're not allowed to do certain things. Like, it's just like, we're prepping these kids to be fucking shitty. Excuse my language, but we're being trash.
This is Random Realness. You don't got to excuse me.
Right. I know. I'm just,
I just said kids.
He said Lord's watching.
But it's just like we don't teach them that, and then it goes into what I was saying about the coaches. You get coaches who don't know shit.
Right. I always tell people that, like people that move here from other states, like Idaho's such a beautiful state and such a good, like, dope state to live in, and such like a family oriented state. But if you want your kids to be athletic or go to the next level, do not move here.
Yeah, 100%. And it's like a very slim chance that you get that player who is willing to put in that work to go to the next level. Like, I never played the next level, but I just didn't have the will to. Like, I didn't want to a certain degree. When at that age, I was like, I'm just going to kick it and work. It didn't stop me from playing. I still played every day and stuff like that. But, it's just the coaching is bad. You get coaches who don't know what they're doing or what they're teaching. And it's annoying. And I get mad, especially when, like, Cooper gets a coach. Like, he's in baseball. He's got a coach. And I'm just like,
you're an idiot.
I got to keep my mouth shut because, I don't want to. He's doing what he's told and that's what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Right. But in my head, I'm like, bro, I didn't fucking show you that. Like, why are you doing that?
But do you think the coaching landscape has changed with, like back in my day, like
we used to have to walk to and from practice.
Coaches would be like, we're gonna run you hundreds, we're gonna line you guys up, smack each other. The coach is like instilling fear in you, like you fall down,
especially at a younger age. I don't know necessarily here. It's better here. In Mountain Home, it sucks. Yeah. So I'm like, we're here. My kids, we're blowing teams out because we're actually playing basketball. The kids that we're playing, they're not hooping. They're at practice in a circle playing,
doing layup drills and
doing
lightning and
tag,
shit.
And we're out here doing actual drills. We're dominating teams, right? But also another thing, we don't keep score. 5th and 6th grade, 4-on-4, we don't keep score.
Yeah. But are the parents yelling at you like, your kids are killing us, or are they like, so they're good with it?
No, they're good. And so, like, say with the 7th grade team, I have a parent coach meeting. I let you know, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is how I do. I don't care about winning. It's all about progression. If you're getting better and better, who cares? Like the last 4 games we had, we went on a 4-game win streak at the end of the season. Right? We had only won 5 games.
If you were keeping score.
Right? No, this was in the 7th grade.
Oh shit!
7th grade, but then the Parks and Rec, we weren't keeping score, but I had got to recruit a lot of the kids that I had messed with, that I coached with football with, so I already knew all the parents. They knew how it was.
Going into it.
So, like, we're killing kids in this league, and we're not playing defense. I'm sitting here. I'm like, all right, put the ball above your head. Wall sits. 3 minutes. Like, you're still being punished even though you're winning. But not like punish like you're doing bad. Just punish. You have to understand that, like,
you could do better.
There's more to the game than just driving it to the hoop. I want you to understand that there's basketball, and I don't play around. But I'm also the coach. Is like, I'll do it with you.
Yeah.
Like you do a punishment, I'm running with the kids. I'm doing push-ups with the kids. I didn't do the wall sits, but
yeah.
But,
He said I got bad feet.
But then that shows the kids, it's like, okay, this is an actual team sport.
Right.
We're actually, I believe in this coach. And when you believe in your coach, you're going to play better. When you buy in, I guess, my old coach used to say, buy in.
Yeah.
You have to buy in. You do. Even if the coach is not running the right stuff or whatever, buy into what he says. If you believe in him and he believes in you, you believe in yourself, you're going to be good. It's not that hard to be good at sports. It's really not.
Right.
To be honest, like I'm not saying like I'm the best athlete,
Yeah.
but I'm the best.
Take my money.
So that's what I try to teach the kids, especially in the basketball, is like just use your mind. Like there's so many things that are going to go wrong. There's only two things that can happen. You figure out what's happening and you fix it. It's as simple as that. Like people overthink things,
overcomplicate it.
Yep, I teach the kids too. Is like your brain is obviously the strongest weapon that you have. It's a weapon for you, a weapon against you if you don't know how to use it right. A lot of people who don't know how to control their tempers or whatever it is, that's a weapon against you.
If you see a kid that can't control his anger, or like say he messes up and then he just is self-talking himself and just like takes himself out of the play, how do you correct that? Like,
so during a game, you don't correct it, because at that point you're putting that kid on blast in front of
makes
people,
it worse, right?
In front of people. So I pull kids to the side. So say like we're at practice or we had a game or whatever, like before games, I pull kids at the end of the bench and we talk. Like I'll talk with the kids. Like I try to enforce belief in these kids. Like it's not that
You're
hard.
like, look,
you're
Tyler,
good.
you're fucking up.
Yeah, you're trash.
Yeah.
Just like, shout out Tyler.
I'm about
I
to
did have a kid named Tyler.
Oh my God.
I did have a kid named.
He's like, I'm about to fucking bet you the
You
only
know
reason
you're
I
my
have you
favorite
started
kid.
is your mom's fire.
But you just have to, and especially kids nowadays, you have to understand that they're
Pussies.
respectfully, sissies. They're not
Big
built.
bitches.
Yeah, they're not built
Yeah.
the same. So you have to accommodate for that and just be like, okay, I have to speak to you a certain way. And just like I feel like teachers have it the worst, right?
Yeah.
Teachers have to teach 30 different kids that learn 30 different ways.
Yep.
Same thing with a
100%.
coach.
In
You have
this
to coach. Yeah,
generation?
you have to
Oh.
coach 12 different kids different ways, because not everybody retains that information or reacts to how you speak to them the same as everyone else. And so that's like the biggest fault coaches have, I feel like.
It's trying to put a template down for
everybody.
every.
And everybody's template is different.
If you have a kid who wants to be fucking addressed,
He better not fuck up.
No, if you have a kid who wants to be addressed as a pronoun, would you be like, oh, sure?
So
Like
respectfully, in a school, I mean, I would have to. That's a tough question.
That is a tough question.
How you go about it, because I am a staff member. At that point, I'm calling you by your name,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Eliminate the
How I
trouble
feel
with the
about
problem.
that, I mean, has to go over, like it has to leave the building, because it's not me personally, it's me as a coach in a school system
It's very mature of
doing
you.
it what it is.
Because if I'm a coach and some, I hate this again.
Is there an age? Is there a critical age?
I'm dead serious.
That's so funny.
Oh shit! Is there a critical age that you believe that the specialized training needs to take place?
I think specialized training needs to start from the beginning.
Yep.
You need to start from the beginning.
100%. I was going to say that.
It's never too late, ever. Like I got some high school kids I work with that you could tell they had never played basketball, but it's never too late, because at that age you're capable of understanding still. So
Right.
you're still capable of doing.
Right.
At a younger age, you just have to. Like I got another little nephew, Carter, 7 years old, and he just started loving basketball. He comes to every single one of my training camps, every single one. He doesn't skip, but that's like, you have to start at that age if you want to be good. A lot of these kids, I preach to them too, is like, you can't just come here, go home. You kids are lucky, man. Like,
Everybody thinks that and
you're crazy.
I can even attest to it. Like for myself as a kid, when we were younger, it was like, oh, so and so doesn't want to do it with me. Fuck that, I'm gonna just chill.
Yeah.
But it was always those kids that would, oh, you've been like. You remember Eman?
Yeah.
That nigga
The
used to
Kubamon?
dribble up and down
That's
between his
how
legs.
I was.
You know
Same
what I'm
shit.
saying? It's
I
like,
never had a
right.
hoop, and I tell kids all the time, I was like, you don't need a hoop to be good.
Right.
Yeah.
Lay your ass on the ground.
Yeah.
Right.
Let the ball come back down. If it keeps being consistent, your shot is smooth.
Yeah, and that's the thing is a lot of people don't realize, like, you don't have to be playing the game
At all.
to be working on getting better
Yeah.
at the game. You know what I'm saying?
Especially at a young age. When you get
100%.
older, you
Right.
have to play. because that gives you game time experience. But at a young age, shit, I was up and down the street. Remember how streets? I don't know if they're like this still.
Yeah.
Rounded, you hit a rock. That's like the ball player's worst fear is like hitting
it.
or shooting on a hoop and it hits the
It
curb.
goes nothing but net and then hit the base of it.
I'm like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Chasing that shit down the street.
Did you have specialized training as a kid?
Nope.
And so you like the thing you were just dribbling up and down the street.
Everything I did as a kid to be better, I did by myself.
Yeah. And so can that still take place in this day and age?
100% you can.
But you don't think it would land you to making it all the way?
Sure it can. So
is your program just for the non-self-starter, the kid that's just not out there shooting jumpers?
It's for everybody. If you want to be good and understand the game, then come to me, right? I'll tell you. So a lot of the kids, like the advanced class, we don't really teach skill development. You should be, if you're in high school, you should have skill development, right? I'm teaching you reads. Most kids nowadays want to do a move, but they don't understand why they're doing the move and where that move is going to take them, right? They don't understand that. They just want to do something fancy and, huck up a three, which is cool, but why? What are you looking at when you set up that cross jab or the between the legs? Like, are you watching their hips? Are you watching the lead foot? What are you doing? When you dribble passes, your eyes still up to watch that because that defender came up. Like, I try to teach them reads because at that age, basketball, you could be the least athletic kid in the world, but if
you have high IQ,
you're phenomenal.
And I'm not even this obviously is like a completely different level, but like Luka Doncic. He's not the most athletic, but that nigga's IQ is through the roof.
One of the best
Paul
players
Pierce,
in the
though,
world.
too.
Yeah, Paul Pierce.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
I remember one time we were playing on Sunday. We were playing on the basketball, and I remember I was doing something with my layup, and Aaron was like, "Hey, when you go force the contact while you go up for the layup, because then you're controlling the environment." And one time I was down there, boom, went in, like controlled it and hit it, and I was like, "Oh yeah."
Hey, did you tip that nigga?
Huh? No, I didn't tip it, but I'm shooting. I'm shooting around now.
I got it written down.
Yeah, I shot it out
He
now.
don't be getting that invoice this week.
And anybody that I like see that same thing with them, I'm like,
that's one thing I've always been good at.
Control the contact.
Not necessarily like, I don't want to be the know-it-all and be like, oh, I'm so good. But, I mean, I am really good at things. But I've always been good at, like, coaching or helping people be good. Even if it's out of if it's out of sports. Like, I want you to be good. And it's not that hard.
You know how the saying goes, those who can't do, teach.
Yeah, they teach. 100%.
That's why you're good.
100%. I don't use the word can't. It's,
yeah.
Those who...
don't want to.
Those lazy motherfuckers who don't want to do nothing teach.
Stupid.
All right. That's just how I've always been. Like, and I just want people to be good because it's not that hard, man. It's easy. You put me on like a badminton, it's over.
Please stop. I would dog you in badminton.
Stop, dude. That's like my second favorite.
Dog, they call me the badminton bandit, bro.
You're going to jail. I'll call the cops.
You look like it'll snitch on me.
Hey,
hold on. Can I ask you a question, nigga? Shut your bitch ass up for a second.
I was gonna be polite, but now fuck you.
Yeah, anyways.
Hey, you guys got any snacks? Chocolate blueberries? No, I'm saying.
He's talking about you, boy.
I
have 5 shirts.
I'm
wearing my blue shirt today.
Quick question. Actually, it's a 2-parter.
That's how you get to 5, baby. 2-parter. Being simple right here, baby.
It's stupid. So, tell me your favorite thing about this, which I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that it's when a kid gets something down, they're like, oh my God, like, holy shit, I can do that now.
Understanding it's so easy.
But also tell me what your most difficult or the thing you dislike the most about.
Okay. You got it right the first one. Watching somebody do something and succeeding, especially as a teacher or coach, whatever it is, like that's rewarding.
Yeah.
I will say I do not dislike anything.
Yeah.
I love everything about it, but the toughest part is sometimes is like getting kids to believe in themselves. Like that's for real. That's the hardest thing, especially nowadays. Kids being so, you say one thing and it's just so down.
Just
everything's so
fucking
negative.
twat waffles, pussy
I
ass,
try to
fucking soft bitch ass, little just fucking.
He said twat waffle,
marshmallow ass.
The word you said earlier in twat are like my favorite words.
Yeah,
like
bro.
when someone's talking shit, I'm like, shit, twat. Someone calls me a twat, I'm gonna be upset. I'm like, what?
Earlier when he was like, oh, that word you said, he's referring to the word that rhymes with bunt.
and it's not blunt
or hunt.
And it starts with a C
or a K.
Yep. And he's gangbanging again. Grape Street Blood. Hey, he's a Grape Street Blood. I don't know.
Did you say Grape Street Blood? Hey, you heard his nephew's name's Connor Cooper.
He said, my little nephew's Boner and Booper.
He said, what?
Hey,
Boner and Booper.
say, first of all, it's Carter. You don't listen sometimes.
He doesn't.
But hey, they are spelled with K's.
Oh, no, they're not.
And there's three of them. And their initials on every holiday card. Oh, okay. You forgot your hood today, buddy.
He's like, thanks, my dad made this for me.
Stupid. Oh my god.
So, okay, he was talking about the toughest part, and you said you liked everything.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you, because I felt like you might have got cut off.
It's all good. It's getting the kids to believe themselves, and then just like I said, just basic stuff, getting them to understand that, like I said, it's not that hard. Mm-hmm. It really is simple, but overthinking and getting them to teaching them that your brain is the strongest part. Like, it's once you learn that, it's so easy to be so dominant at all certain things.
I feel like that you're probably like 100% right, because there's not every adult in that kid's life isn't minded like you or myself to where it's like, oh, I'm gonna bump you up and push you to be better. And so when the kid gets told, hey, you're selfless, or you're worthless, or you know what I'm saying, you're just a fuck up or whatever.
Who the fuck is saying that?
A lot of kids. That's what you don't understand.
Some of my best experiences are coaches who weren't my dad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whatever, my dad coached. You try to tell me
sorry.
something. No, you didn't coach. I'm talking about Kelly.
Oh, well then say the sperm donor, nigga.
Nah. But like, my best experiences are.
Could be Camber. Your best experiences. Sorry,
yeah, you're good. That's funny.
Oh shit, wrong button. I was looking for the random button.
Oh yeah.
Say that again. Say that again.
Your best experiences were from coaches that weren't your dad.
Oh, that weren't my dad. And then like, I have coaches where like I still call him coach. Like I still do, and I'm like.
Yeah,
I'm the same way.
That's legit. Like, one of my coaches moved in next to me, and I'm calling him Coach P. He's like, my name's Cade.
He said, you can call me Tom. I said, whatever, Coach.
Coach
P.
P.
Over
Yeah, Coach, what do you need me to do? You run through a brick wall?
Yeah.
Gotcha. You know what I mean? I totally feel that. Like,
It's crazy.
Like when my dad was fucking, when he went to prison for 10 years, like, I found like my not my purpose, but like how to be a man through a blend of coaches.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? And they could get me
Corpus.
yeah, Corpus, Himberg, Jones, like all of them had like different ways of like getting me to the finish line essentially. I had Jones, for instance, right?
Glenn.
Yeah. I'm in like 7th grade sciences or life sciences or whatever, and I'm just like a slapstick. Like, I'm just all jokes. Got like a 52% in the class.
Hey, that's passing.
Nowadays it is, because the 50s is the lowest you can get, and they're not going to fail you. Like, if you don't turn in your assignment, you get a 50.
This is random, but just so you know, in Mountain Home, sorry, I'll let you get back into it. If you have a D, you can play. I told the principal, I was like, nah, they better have C's.
Yeah.
A D? Fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
so fucking hard.
Yeah.
I busted a funny in life science, and I'm thinking I'm winning the day. Jones is like, let me talk to you outside. He's like, he pulls me outside. He's like, you got a 42. You're like, and he's like, you're like remedial. You're like stupid. This shit isn't cute. Like, dog, your whole life's you're gonna be a loser, right? Like, he's digging in. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, he's like, do you think you're smart? Because if you think you're smart, everything around you is showing that you're not smart.
Right.
And so if you want to be in that realm, you're gonna need to step it up.
Yeah.
That conversation got me to where like everything was C's and B's, and I looked at him like a father figure, because as soon as I turned my ship around, he was like my best friend. He was not that he was like my best friend, but he was like a father figure. Like,
and he was the person that, like, we all have that one person at school, the teacher, or for me it was like the in-house teachers, because I was just stayed there. Like, I'm like, nigga, I'm going to chill with Cam.
Yeah.
You know, but we all have that one
Miss
person.
Richmond?
Yeah, we all have that one person that was like,
crush on Miss Richmond. Man.
Yeah, you and everybody, nigga. She was
mine though.
Yeah, how you have a crush on her, and I had my dangling in her.
because
You can't be spreading rumors about Bora because the teachers were fucking for real.
For real. Shout out to my nigga.
Shout out to Bora, nigga. They was fucking over there for real.
That's hard.
Shout out to Miss Farley. Anyways,
her name is Michelle. Show her some
Hey,
respect.
I'm always the type of person, like, if the guy does it, man, I'm high-fiving you. Atta boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
don't let
try
the
to
male
pull
teacher
this.
fucking
They try to pull this. Oh, he's a victim. Like, nigga, if I'm in high school and my good-looking teacher fucks me, and the cops are like, "You're a victim," I'd say, "Of awesomeness? What are you talking about? You're just jealous because you didn't fuck her. Get out my face."
I would have looked at
I'm
him
not
like,
agreeing to this paperwork,
Yeah.
nigga. Let me fuck her again, and maybe we'll talk.
I would have
Get
been
the fuck
like,
me again.
I would have been like,
And
no
I'll
rubber
snitch on her
either.
afterwards.
No rubber. You're done.
She'd be at the high school basketball game with your kid and stuff.
just cheering you on. Your kid on the hip.
It was wild.
Anyway, what I was
That's
saying
so
is we
funny.
all have a teacher or somebody at a school that's like that was like, oh, I can't wait to get back to school to tell Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so about my weekend and the fucked up shit I did because I know we're cool or, you know,
But
whatever
not
it is.
to
But
just be cool like that. Because
Right.
he saw my potential.
Right.
He loved me enough to check my ass so that I could become who I was
he
going
find
to
you?
become.
Pause. I was just about to say.
You know what I'm talking about, but to like pull my card because everybody else would just pacify me,
Right.
Because they, oh, your situation is like this, and so it's easier just to like be nice. But he's like,
He'd be
dog,
like,
I
nah,
see
nigga.
something in
Yeah.
you,
Right.
To that, I had a kid, Leighton, one of Cooper's friends that I've been coaching for a long time too. I coached him in football, and he wrote something in like school about someone who he looks up to and shit like
Yeah.
that. Didn't do his dad. His dad's a coach too. Gave me the letter at practice, bro. You want to talk about like I didn't cry, but I mean, I like that shit put a tear in my eye. I was like, oh shit. But you get shit like that, and it's like,
That's
God,
crazy.
that's how you know.
You've been looking at his dad differently ever since you got the letter.
And Brian is like one of my good friends. I've known him
Okay.
since we were little ass kids.
You
Like,
said
he's a good
whatever,
friend.
bitch-ass
I was
nigga.
like, I got your son.
But you know, there's like a natural blinder that takes place.
Yeah.
Like if the dad is trying to coach the son, there's just that disconnect,
Yeah.
and
It's
they'll
because you're just doing it because you're my dad and you just want to tell me what to do.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you were to sit there and say it, and he's like, "You shut the fuck up," and then I'm the coach and I say it right in front of you, you'd be like, "Okay,"
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's simply because you already tell me what to do all day long, nigga.
Not today.
Not here. This hour and 30 minutes, I'm his.
Yeah.
But they're not realizing that their dad's really trying to help.
Help,
Yes,
right.
And
That's
it's
what,
just the mindset of a kid. It's just like, it's one of those things.
I don't want to fucking hear it.
Yeah,
they
whatever.
don't
You're not my
listen
real
for
dad.
shit.
He said, "I literally am." Literally took a
You
DNA
look
test.
just like me.
yeah.
Your name is Josh Jr.
Let's cut the shit. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't. You know, stupid.
That's so funny.
So, my last question. Is this what you, because you said there's nothing that you dislike about it.
Right.
Something you want to retire doing?
Yeah, I want to do this forever. I want to coach too. Like
Yeah.
I want to coach like I help coach the high school team. Like I just want to coach. I just want to help. One of my goals is I want to open a gym. Like I'm very big into fitness, and like that's one thing I want to help people out as well. But that's part of the long goal process that I have written down.
You say you're into fitness. You look like you're into. You look like you're walking.
You
what
look
you're
like
preaching.
fitness is into you,
I'm
nigga.
telling you.
Fitness
I'm telling
is
you. Like you.
2 S's.
Yeah. So keep it up. Like
No, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, you aren't telling people to do something like.
And you're not doing it?
What was the coach for Notre Dame? Weiss.
Oh,
Hella big, and I'm just like, it's imagining him coaching. You gotta keep going, and they're like, he's rolling.
you're
around
not
on his-
trying hard enough.
Niggas just have a lot of
Come on,
coaches. A lot
dog.
of coaches
I
are
just-
big and out of shape, though. A lot of
Yeah,
people,
especially at that age. You're
yeah,
getting
and a
old,
lot
you
of people
kinda
are
give
good
up.
at coaching other folks. Even it's always good to have the credibility of like, oh, he walks how he talks because look, he's like fit. But there's lots of guys that could help you out with something that would do fitness wise that aren't fit people.
Yeah, literally, they just know what they're doing.
Yeah, they know what
I've
they're
met
doing,
people
but
like
do
that.
you think, like, are you going to be heavy set at 60?
No, I'll be. So
Yeah,
this is
he'll
crazy.
be in shape forever.
Forever. I'll never
Because
give
you're-
up. Because my mindset is built like that.
Yeah.
Like I just
Yeah,
will never
that's
give
a-
up. And it's
that's
kind
where
of
it
a bad.
starts.
We talked about it the other day. It's kind of bad. Like because sometimes I don't know when to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Like even
Yeah.
when I'm hurt, I just keep going because mentally I'm like it's a drug, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I have to. So the last couple of years, shit, it's been last time I
3.
played flag football.
Yeah,
No, it's
4,
been
5.
5, 6,
Yeah.
right? Like I stopped playing, I stopped doing sports because I was focused on my mobility.
Mm-hmm.
So when you like people hear fitness, they think of weightlifting. I could give a fuck about weightlifting.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I lift weights, but I don't care to be big.
Yeah.
I care
Yeah.
to be functional. I
Yeah.
want to be functional
Yeah.
until I'm old. People want to be big. Yeah.
Applause for that,
That's the
man.
movement.
They can't even touch their fucking toes or whatever. And I'm sitting there,
100%.
I'm like, nah, bro, I'm out here almost doing the splits.
I want to say, I know that's right.
I seen this guy on Instagram the other day. And
Look at him, right?
this dude on Instagram the other day, he's a real fit dude. Like one of those dudes that where he's doing one of those workouts that you're like, what the fuck? You know, like can hold his body out all straight and shit. But he was also like stretching and like doing tuck and rolls and all this shit. And he's like, what's the point of having muscle if you have no mobility?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Literally. A lot of people don't realize. Oh,
No, go ahead.
Is your muscle restricts your mobility. If you're not stretching and doing all that shit,
Yeah.
you see people who are like this or
Yeah,
like,
but
they
those
can't
niggas
touch,
can't scratch
they,
their
I was
fucking
say
back,
they can't
bro.
touch their shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many I think we talked about this on like episode 6 or some shit like that, one of those early episodes. But how many bodybuilders have you seen that are 70 or 60
Yeah,
plus?
facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
It's
that
like,
and they're
nigga,
juicing too. You know.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. That's what breaks their body down. That's why half of them
Even
walk with
faster,
fucking
yeah.
walking
Yeah.
sticks or.
One thing I preach too is like people think fitness and think like to be healthy you have to be fucking yoked.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, it's not healthy to be those niggas that are 5'7", walk around 300
I
because
was
they're
just
juiced up,
about to say.
eating 10,000 calories a day,
Even-
and you're that's like putting all that. Sorry, not to.
No, no,
I'm gonna
you're-
let you
no,
go
no,
off, and I
Jason,
clearly
Jason.
don't know shit about physical fitness, but like it cannot be fucking good to carry around. It's just hard on the body. I was watching this one dude. His name's Eddie. He's like one of the
Eddie
world's
Hall.
Eddie Hall, one of the world's strongest men guys. And he went from being the world's strongest man. I'm talking, they got to eat 10,000 calories, huge, pushing all this major weight, to where he's also tries to be like agile and athletic. He's this British dude, right? You should look him up. You obviously know who he is.
Yeah, he's young.
And like
He's
he's huge, but has a 6-pack, like a definition 6-pack, right? And he was on one of his. I was watching him on an interview because he's involved in lots of stuff, social media wise. And he's a really cool dude and seems like real funny. I like his personality, right? And he was talking, and the interviewer guy was like, so like, obviously you eating this much and lifting this, like how long does this like continue to be like, how long is it, what's that word? When you're keeping something up?
A routine.
You know, how
Like
long,
longevity of it.
yeah, how long is it? Niggas!
How long is it viable for?
Keep upable. What's the word I'm thinking of? Keep upable.
Maintainable.
Maintainable, yeah. How long is it maintainable? And he
As soon as he said "able," I was like,
Yeah.
all right.
He's looking at us like niggas, like we forgot what he
Like,
was saying.
like we're dumb for not
Yeah,
knowing.
this guy, how long can you maintain this?
He said,
Right?
"How dare you not finish my
And
sentence?"
this nigga Eddie was like, I was just thinking because I'm like, well, I had a brain fart. I'm in the room, luckily with 3 smart niggas. Y'all said,
Yeah, I did. I paused. I paused for a
I'm
second.
like, nigga,
I was more nervous.
Yeah.
Like, what am I supposed to say?
and Eddie was like, bro, like I can like when I, like obviously I'm strong and these guys see me and I'm killing it because he's like one of the guys that like wins the shit. He's not like just in the. He's like one of the top guys all the time, and he's like, but like I can't like be this size and have this mass for like years till I'm older. He's like, all fucking will kill me.
So,
Sorry.
no, you're good. Good. You're good.
This might change directions.
Oh, okay, so just to get on it
Okay,
real
yeah,
quick.
go
So,
ahead.
to what you're saying though is like even somebody who's my height and they're 250 or whatever it is,
Hey.
like people think,
You're not 250.
hell no, bro, I'm barely 200.
Okay, chill.
Like 192 and a half.
Before you go talk,
Shoes on, no shirt.
just before you go talking about fat niggas, just so
I'm
you
not,
know, I'm 280.
But, I know, but not just like fat. So like people think that like the muscle and shit, like you could weigh a lot and still be bulky, right? Overweight is overweight. It doesn't matter if you're
If you're-
cut,
if it's muscle or fat, right.
because your organs still have to work. However,
Yeah,
hard.
it's harder on your organs.
And this is exactly what I was gonna say. Basketball is like one of those things where you're like, oh shit, I can tell I'm not in shape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, for instance, first year I played City League basketball, my buddy Tim, always been in shape, like had muscle, like defined muscles, everything. Me, I've always been heavier set, you know, blah, blah, blah. We're on the court, first 5 minutes, this nigga subs out, throwing up in the trash can. I'm like, oh, you're not in shape. You just look like you're in
Yeah,
shape.
it's not the same.
Another example,
Yeah.
Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, literally.
Never been, you ain't seen a muscle on that nigga's body his whole career. Shout out to Carmelo for retiring.
Yeah, facts.
19
I all
years,
look at this camera. Like,
That's you right there, man. That's you. Nigga, shout out Mello and he was fucking la la.
He said, Johnny said, what I would do to smell your But yeah,
He fumbled that bag though, didn't he?
no, he got her back. He
did?
Yeah, you know us light skin niggas.
winning.
You know us light skin niggas don't ever fuck up all the way, nigga.
My bad, Mello.
But
My
anyways,
bad. I didn't mean to take a shot.
19
Hey,
years.
he wasn't
All right.
having it because she was getting fucked on power on camera.
Will
He
you
was not
stop,
liking
nigga?
it, nigga.
I watched.
This nigga just loves to blurt crazy shit out.
It's big factual
19
statements.
years in the league. 10-time All-Star.
He's like number 9 scoring or some shit.
Yep.
Is it 9?
Nigga.
Yep. 2012, 2013 scoring champ.
He got 4 gold medals.
6-time All NBA. 4-time gold Olympic.
I think he's the only person to have 4 too, right?
Top tier
I think
athlete,
so.
dude.
2003, 2004 All Rookie Team.
Niggas sleep on him.
NBA 75th anniversary team.
Yeah, because of like how his career slightly
Went.
ended, people hated on him. I'm like, he's nasty.
Yeah,
He's so good. He was one of my favorite
and he
players.
stayed good. He didn't ever fall through like this nigga's
Hold on,
trash.
this
He
nigga's
won
got
the
something
national
brewing.
championship in college.
Syracuse.
Syracuse, yeah.
As a freshman.
Yeah, but
1 year.
in the NBA, he was a scorer, but I felt like his teams.
We're just ass.
But he had some solid players, though. They had some good teams.
He did, and I feel like
Nigga, when he was
kind of
playing on
got like
Denver, he had
Even when he was on the Knicks.
Russell
Yeah.
Westbrook
Yeah.
jacket, kind of. Where it's like you're super great, but you're like a cancer to your team.
Oh, the way his mindset is, to a certain degree, I could see that.
It's
but
crazy because
I don't think he's as bad as Westbrook.
I don't think
Westbrook
so.
looks like
I don't
he's.
think Westbrook's that bad, though.
I just
think
feel
it's
like his
media
face makes
portrays
me
it
feel
that
like
way.
he's a menace. His face looks like fuck off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He looks mean. He looked like
saying?
he about to get you. I'm like, God damn, bro.
You just made it
Sick.
sound like that nigga snarls before he eats.
But yeah, Melo is a dog, and I've seen multiple people like
Yeah.
over Kobe, over
saw
LeBron
that,
James, over everybody saying not even close. Lamelo.
Hey, put the mic down.
It's been another real episode. No, but Melo is hands down the hardest guard. Like, and like Paul George
He's
said it, multiple
physical.
people said it, and he's
Paul
like, yeah,
Pierce said
Paul
it.
Pierce said it.
Scoring though, right?
wise,
Scoring.
yes,
Okay.
yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, nigga, what you don't? I don't.
You know the NBA don't play defense. They score 130
I
points.
said, I'm not guarding you to not score, nigga. What do you mean?
Facts.
Yeah.
I'm going to deny the ball from you?
You do get some defensive players, though, who really are outstanding.
Right.
James Harden.
But Melo is a dog. Freshman national championship, 4-time Olympian. The nigga's been in the league for almost 20 years. Like,
And it's hard. It is hard to win the NBA champ. You got like some of the best players ever in his era.
his average
Yeah, nigga, he came in with LeBron.
over a career of 18 or 19 years, he played 1,260 games, averaged 22.5.
That's a career average,
points.
22?
Yeah.
That's heavy, bro. That is
6.2
Over 19
rebounds
years.
and 2.7 assists.
This is random. I don't know if you can look it up, but how many full seasons did he play? Because that's important. A lot of people don't do that. Where they,
Right.
especially your boy, not your boy, but LeBron,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
don't play full seasons all the time. I think
Right.
he has one.
He was before load management.
Yeah.
Load management just is
That's
just.
just crazy.
I bet you he played every game besides like if he was hurt, like
Yeah,
besides maybe those
actually
games.
hurt,
Yeah,
yeah.
like 80 games probably the first 6 years of his career.
Can you
know what
knock
I'm
him for not having a championship?
No.
saying? I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Do you think?
No,
do you
none
knock
of us
Charles
can knock
Barkley?
him for shit as long as we're sitting on the couch talking about a
Charles
nigga
Barkley, yeah.
playing
And
with
he
that-
retired. He's not even playing right now.
He's a Hall of Famer though.
He's a
Charles Barkley's
Melo's a Hall of Famer for sure.
So what are we knocking?
but
then?
can't, but you can't. So he's not a goat.
I
He's
wouldn't
just
say.
a solid.
I think
He's a top tier player.
I think he's a goat of scoring. I don't think he's a goat of all around basketball.
Okay, would you put Dwayne Wade as a goat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean,
But you wouldn't,
Wade-
you wouldn't put Melo.
Don't, we're not gonna go down this. You see my nigga on the fridge right there, right? Hold on.
Would you put Iverson as a goat?
Hold on.
Iverson
Never won a
culturally,
championship.
iconically,
He changed.
He's
He's
a top-
the first
changed the
person to
game
change
of
the
basketball.
game.
He's a top tier player.
He's the
top
first.
tier.
He's the first person to change the game of basketball, besides maybe Shaq.
He went to the finals. He took a team that
With Eric Snow,
yeah.
fucking Dikembe Mutombo before he left.
No.
So
But yes,
No, no.
Dwayne Wade is the best
And-
shooting guard behind Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant.
And
to ever play
literally,
the
I
game.
might even put him above those two in a sense of defensive. He's the best shot blocker ever as a guard.
Who are we talking about?
Dwayne Wade.
Wade.
He leads the league.
He's so good at blocking shots.
He has the NBA record for most blocks by
It's
somebody
unreal.
6'4"
Yeah, it's unreal.
or shorter.
And if he didn't have that 1996 knee surgery,
Oh my God.
he he could have even done more. So
Oh, his rookie year, yeah. If he wasn't hurt his rookie year, if he didn't start
And
he started hurt.
He was so young and won that. He won those finals. Yeah, he had Shaq, but he was
Shaq
the
was
lead.
on the way out.
Yeah, he was at the lead.
LeBron had Shaq the next year and didn't win, so I don't want to hear that, nigga.
Would you consider Larry Bird a GOAT?
Oh, for sure.
Yes. All right, I got some questions.
Yeah.
Who are we taking? Carmelo, Paul Pierce.
Melo.
same.
Easy.
Same.
Melo, the fuck?
Are we taking LaMelo? I hate this dude.
Carmelo.
Yeah, thank you.
You know they stole that
I
name
know,
just to
I
do
hate that
shit.
shit. Melo. Ooh.
That sounds like you're about to say something disrespectful.
Ooh, no, it wasn't. Not me. Carmelo.
Don't say it. I feel like I know what you're going to I don't know.
Ooh,
You say it, and then I'll tell you. You say it. I'm curious.
I can't. As you say it. Who'd you think?
Were you going to say Kobe?
Yeah.
I'll snap your ankle so hard. Stop playing with me.
Yeah.
I just got it. Some people hate Kobe. That's why I asked.
But
Kobe's my favorite player of all time. Ever.
Right.
Ever. Like, he's so phenomenal, and he's
And
pushed
the
on
only-
us.
I'm in agreement with you, not of my favorite player of all time,
Right.
but that if you don't take Kobe,
He's
nine
like-
times
he's that
out of
dude.
10, you're fucking stupid.
Yeah, you're done.
Carmelo, Kawhi.
Thank Just because
Defense.
Kawhi's defense is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's
Carmelo.
unreal.
It's
You would just because we said that.
Carmelo.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Carmelo
I'm thinking of
Dirk.
a candy bar.
Ooh.
You said Carmelo
And
or
see,
Dirk?
I was trying to think of. I was
Carmelo.
trying to think of the same position. So when you said Kawhi, I'm like, oh, that's kind of fire. But
To be
I'm
honest,
not even gonna lie. I'm taking Dirk.
I'm picking Dirk.
Are you picking all these killers because you're like
They have
got
rings?
the championship?
Not the rings, but they're just people who
Dwight
I
I
genuinely
liked
love.
Dirk.
I
Yeah,
love Dirk.
I like Dirk when
Yeah.
Steve Nash was on the squad.
100%.
And Michael Finley.
Dwight Howard or Tim Duncan?
Nigga, it's about LaMelo.
Your ankles are getting taken too,
I'm
bro.
going.
You're
I'm
done.
going.
You're done.
I gotta go.
Tim, I would probably take.
I don't know. All right,
I would-
Carmelo or LaMelo? Ooh. No, I got a real. I got a real question. It's not a. Are you taking him or him? Is it disrespectful? This is my last thing on the whole Melo thing. That they didn't retire his number and now Jokic wears it. So when it retires, who does it retire after?
And that's
15
the
and
New York?
15. No, this is Denver. He's retiring in
How long
Denver.
was he in Denver?
It was forever.
For at least 10 seasons.
Yeah, roughly. Yeah.
So he went Denver first, and then went to the Knicks.
Then went
And
to the
it
Knicks
had-
for
he
like
had-
6 or
yeah,
7
he
years,
killed it at the
and then
Knicks.
he went to
That was
Portland
like-
for a year, and then he
Then
went to
back
New
to the
York
Knicks.
or to the Lakers.
In my head, he's a New York Knick.
Really?
To be
That's
honest,
fucked up.
I
That's
feel
crazy.
like his peak was at the Knicks.
I don't
I feel
think
like that's
that.
where he was the best at.
I don't
No,
know.
I feel like he was the
wild.
best at Denver.
I'd agree.
Into the-
with
into
J.R.
Denver.
Smith and Allen
and to
Uh,
Iverson
Denver, yeah. And to Denver with J.R. Smith.
Nene.
Chauncey Billups played with him too.
Yeah. That's crazy. I forgot. So is that fucked up, or what do you guys think? Because you think you guys look at him as a Knick, that's why they didn't retire it and just said you can have 15?
Unless something went like south in a sense of like the GMs or whatever was like, oh,
They don't fuck with them.
type of shit. I
Yeah.
mean, I think it should be retired. Obviously, what he did for that city and that team, for sure.
Right.
If you didn't retire, I feel like it is disrespectful.
Yeah.
But for what the Joker is doing and how he's playing the game, I mean, it's like, yeah, they should have retired it, but at least it's in good hands.
Yeah, and if it's up for debate if they win a championship.
He's
like, he never even got us one.
Yeah, so
Right,
but,
right.
But
like, if somehow
I
he
do think it's
fumbles this.
disrespectful.
I just think it's fucked up that you even had the chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would never catch somebody wearing a fucking...
If he would have did 15 years and only did 2 in New York and then 2 somewhere else, then it would be fucked up. But 10 and 7, like he did 7 in New York, 10
I don't
in
know.
Denver, like that's a 50-50 split, and I feel like he was iconic for the Knicks.
I feel the same on
Yeah,
that.
so I feel like, would you guys pick Rasheed Wallace or Ben Wallace?
Oh, Ben. Hey, you know Ben is the first. He's the only undrafted player to win a championship.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Unreal.
And he had
Fucking
baby
crazy.
hands too. And he wasn't a big guy. He
his
was fucking
wingspan was
strong.
crazy though.
Yeah, he
He's
was
only like
strong.
6'8" and had like a 7-foot wingspan. or
banging
something.
on
He
fools.
says only 6'8". That's tall as shit.
Yeah,
Not
but for
for a center.
NBA,
I know it's not, but like
6'8" and you're guarding Shaq.
I remember when I was a
7
kid,
games
I always
in a row,
wanted the
nigga.
fro with the sweatband. And then
We're talking about the GOAT.
No, fuck that.
Are you mad about
No,
it?
you make it brief, bitch.
Go, what? Hold on.
No, I got it.
Yeah. Tom Brady got a minority stake in
Yeah. So,
As the Raider fan in me, fuck that nigga and his ex-wife in her butt, nigga. Fuck her, nigga. On camera, nigga.
I would.
Nigga, while he's watching, nigga, I'm glad AB fucked your whole household up, nigga.
Ray Allen
But
and Reggie Miller.
as a businessman, nigga, turn us around.
Oh,
Please,
shit.
nigga.
Please do it.
Hey,
quickly.
all that Deflategate shit, nigga, help us.
that was in the past.
Yeah, nigga, it was a fumble,
could.
but we forgive you, nigga. We forgive you, my nigga.
So, as a Tom Brady, obviously as a Raiders fan, it's like no, but
He's a Michigan fan, so he had that nigga's babies years ago.
I did. I'm not even swishing spit, baby. You know what I'm saying? Playing with me. So I'm not mad at
him,
it.
then hated him.
I didn't, it's like one of those things. Like I respected him. I want to say loved. I respected.
I respect his game, but I hate how he got to the pinnacle of his career.
I heard somebody the other day in an interview go, he was the LOAT. Luckiest.
Yep.
Did you
Yeah,
watch
I saw
that video?
that. Yeah.
And which is like, to a certain degree, during the regular season, obviously he's added stats, but during the Super Bowl, he's the low.
Yeah, he is.
And when I heard that, I was like, that makes so much sense. I can't remember what the dude's name was.
It's on. I was on a podcast. I know what you're talking about. But he's saying how the first Super Bowl he went to, it was a fumble. So it was a tuck rule. It wasn't even a rule.
Yeah.
And then it was 13-3. Like defenses in Super Bowls have been saving them, which is.
He had the next Super Bowl after that Super Bowl, it was 13-3 or whatever. He didn't. He had 2 interceptions, no touchdowns.
It was Breakfast Club.
Yep,
That's what it was.
Yep. Some dude on Breakfast Club, but
That's crazy because I had a club for breakfast.
And
Turkey club.
But the Falcons game where he came back 28-3. The Falcons scored 3 points in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Matt Ryan was that bad.
Boo.
clearly.
Well, when the game's rigged, I mean,
Hey, do you believe shit like that?
You don't even want to get me started on certain things.
Yo, that's a whole nother episode.
Boston College?
Shit, yeah.
Matt Ryan? The fucking whole thing. Down the rabbit hole. Forget about it. There we go.
He says Matt Ryan.
It started all the way back when he was playing high school.
What were you about to say?
Well, I was I got some shit.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Is that a no card?
Is that
That's a little no
is
card
that?
right there.
Is
So
that-
they were saying if you bought a 1% stake of the Raiders, that would be like 60 million.
Is that what it is?
What?
60 to 40 million would be 1% of the franchise.
What percentage did he get?
They don't know, but say he did 5%, he would be either paying like 300 million or 200 million.
I read in
Tom
the article,
Brady, nigga, are you paying attention?
Yeah, but what about the...
He got stake in the Vegas Raiders.
I read in
minority
that,
stake, yeah.
in that article, he's one of
Well, we
3
never actually
NFL
probably
players.
said it out loud though.
No, we did.
Oh,
We
We
did.
did. We 100% did.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah. There's
Put in the comments if you heard us say it
Please.
once already.
There's
Thank
only
you.
2 other former players that have ever
I was
done
about to
that.
say there's 3, right? He's
Yeah.
one of
3
them.
total, yeah.
I was just about to say that.
There's a guy named like George Halas.
But
Halas.
Oh, I thought that was Helos.
The way I got written. But he was the founder of the Bears.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess he played for the Bears, founders of the Bears. They called him Mr. Everything or Papa Bear. And then there's a guy named Jerry Richardson, which came with the Panthers.
When you first read Jerry, you were hoping Jones came after it, huh?
I got a question
said
though.
he
Because
doesn't.
doesn't Russell
Russell Wilson.
him and Sierra own some of the Seattle Seahawks, right? So because he's with Sierra, does that not apply?
I have no idea.
How does that work?
Are you sure?
I don't know if he does or
He
not. 'cause
doesn't? I looked it up because I wasn't sure, and then I go NFL players who own teams, and Russell Westbrook. God damn it!
Baby.
Remix!
What the fuck
He
was
says
that?
Russell Wilson says, and Sierra own part of the Seattle. I could have misread it, but
maybe he's an active player, so maybe they left it out of him right now, and then as soon as he's done, maybe they'll bring it in. That's kind of
that could be right.
That is wild.
So Davis, your guys' owner or whatever, he
Mark
owns the Las Vegas Aces too,
and Tom Brady already got in on that.
Yeah, so why is he?
Did you guys see the Oakland A's? They're trying to go to Vegas too.
They got approved.
I was about to say they're going to build that stadium, right?
Mm-hmm. It's going to
from
be
the distance. It looked kind of cool.
That's crazy.
Damn, that's wild. This is so Oakland.
And then the Golden Knights right now. And
hey, all we know the first fucking city in California to go underwater, huh?
Yeah,
Oakland. Listen, get all these shits out of here.
It's happening too.
Is on the downfall.
Oh my god!
God damn. This Jerry Richardson, random fact, because I was looking him up. He's an ex-owner.
Oh, I'm like, what? Nope. Oh.
Random motherfucker.
Random motherfucker.
There we go.
Hey, so who's this owner you talking about?
So this Jerry Richardson, when you look it up, he's a former Carolina Panthers owner, and he's already passed away. But the reason he's former is because he had the Jerry Sandusky thing.
Sandusky
thing.
Really? So he stepped down. Jerry Sandusky from Penn State, the nigga that was fucking
they attached him with some children stuff.
Yeah, so
why is it always just these high-end top tier niggas that you never hear like homeless people fucking with kids? You know what I'm saying?
That's because never mind. I'm gonna keep it PG.
I was about to go left too. He said, why is it always the boys?
What? I'm just saying, bro. Like, you just always these rich motherfucking just people.
That's
that are
because the money rules that. The world's built on fucking trafficking.
I know it's a business.
A homeless dude can pay you to be quiet, nigga. Yeah. He said, "I got these 2 ramen packets. Don't tell nobody."
Yeah, facts.
Like he can't pay you off. That's why it's always the rich people.
This is random too. You know who leads all countries in missing children?
America.
Facts.
Which is fucking.
It's
insane.
it's unreal. We lead all countries.
I believe it.
It's unreal. And if you look at the numbers of it and shit, it's
that's so wild to me.
It's wild. Anyways, random.
Knowledge for you bitch ass niggas. He's dropping knowledge.
Dropping a gem.
You are some sick motherfuckers out there fucking with kids, bro.
Sorry. It's low key like all your friends watching. yeah. We're talking to them specifically.
You at home, my friends, family. Yeah. We're talking to you.
No, but you're right. It's disgusting. And it's just like, bro.
It's crazy that like that's I mean, there's a lot of crazy shit in the world, but that's crazy to be a reality to me. Like, I'm obviously want to sound ignorant because it's like I know it happens, but when we're just talking about like this, like, and I say some crazy shit.
I was just about to say the jokes earlier. Now it's serious.
But like all the jokes, like when you like
nigga was pregnant earlier. Now it's a joke.
When you just think about it, man, like we live in a world where my fucking adults will fuck. Like children are the most like untainted, pure version of life, nigga, and like adults are people have such bad mental health, whoever they are, whatever reason it is, that they'll fuck with a kid, bro. It's crazy. Like when people fuck with kids,
usually mostly these minority owners, which was the topic.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, sorry.
God damn.
I was just thinking about it.
Hey, before we wrap this up, because I still got a couple questions on here. Like the ones that I was asking were like in the moment, but I have a couple for him.
Answer away. Answer away. Ask away.
Hobbs, hustle, and fitness. Yeah. All right. Will you ever turn down an assignment due to the kid's blatant disinterest in playing sports? Like the mom's like, hey, or the dad's like, hey, I want to get him in, and then you're trying to train him and he's like, I don't even like sports, and you're just
give me my fucking iPad.
So with that being said, I mean, if the parents are paying, I mean, I have to. I don't have an option. They're paying. Whether the kid responds to what I'm saying or not, I mean, at that point, I have no control.
That's probably what he's asking, though.
Would you ever tell them, like, hey, you're wasting your money?
Right, I'm not going to keep taking your shit because this nigga just told me 3 sessions in a row.
Yeah, I would communicate that. Yeah, I wouldn't be dishonest. I mean, I'm an honest.
Not even if your phone bill was about to get turned off.
Hey, that's a write-off in taxes. Hey, again, I don't know if he's got his own. Shout out to helping me out, Jay White. Jay White helping me out in the beginning of my business journey. Yeah. All my tax questions. That's my dog.
He ain't half bad, is he?
Nah, he's half good.
Yeah. And then the other half is black.
And then I guess my follow-up, my last question that I had on here pre questions is, do you do any like subsidized training for like kids that are like poverty level? Like if they want to just come and hang it? You know what I mean? Like, do you do any scholarships? I know he's early on, so
it's super early. So to be honest, I don't charge that much. Like I literally, the most I charge is $15.
Okay. So was that for an hour?
Yeah, and that's just for an hour. And so at first I was charging $25, and so I was working with Parks and Rec. They were taking a cut. I look at it in a sense of like, say because the most kids I can get in a class is 10. That's all I want. Because at that point with one coach, it's like, that's a lot.
Way too hard, right?
Now, not all the kids are getting the right need for training and stuff like that. So 10 is my max. So I brought it to 15, just in a sense of like, if I get all 10 kids for an hour,
$150.
Yeah, that's cash. That's easy money, right? Yeah. The most kids I've had in a class was 7. And that's easy money too, right? That's easy. So thinking about it in that way, like I give a great deal. If a kid really wanted to learn and he was like down, I mean, not necessarily for free, but if he, did something else besides money, like, pumped up balls or like stop. Yeah, I knew it. I was trying to get
I said get there, hurry.
I tried to move.
No, I think it's actually super admirable of you that you'll even what you do charge, because like I'm taxing these fucking parents, nigga, for putting up with their little fuck-faced kids. I'm $100 an hour. Why? Because I'm top-tier coaching,
but
nigga.
If you go to other states and shit, like, they're charging 50 plus, even up in Boise. And I know the schools charge more. Like, you have to pay for certain school time and stuff like that, but they're charging a lot of money.
I'd be up in these parents' pockets. Fuck them parents. They'd be rich as shit.
Not a high-income town. Like, I'm not, like, trying to jog on
just a bunch of Air Force niggas out there and country boys, bro. All they got is bars and fucking car lots.
Yep, for sure.
Couple chicks.
So I just try to keep it as simple as possible. Hey, they got dentures. They got dentures.
Stupid. Couple girls out there giving gummies.
Stupid. He said...
Are you trying to do it for Mountain Home? Like, do you want to like blow up in Mountain Home and be Mountain Home?
I do. I want to start. Obviously, Mountain Home. I want to get my name built there, obviously, because that's what I care most about. But like, there's little towns in like Glens Ferry, like I would love to go do, because it's something so little that they don't have something like that. That's what I want. Like, if I could come up here and get a kid, like obviously I'd have to gas. All this other stuff. If we train at Axiom, he owes me $15 because that's what they charge you to get in now. Yeah. But just like stuff like that, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Like, I would still do it, but like, it
has to be worth it.
Right. And I'm
$100 an hour. Fuck these guys.
I'm more worried about the kids who don't have the opportunity.
Yeah. Right.
That's what I'm about.
And that's what I like the most, because I grew up in that situation where I didn't have, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes put your football pads on, helmet, ride your bike to practice.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I used to have to trick my dad.
You didn't. I'm sitting. Okay.
Sperm donor. I used to have to like trick him and have him sign something. And like, when I'm going to a camp, like my dad never wanted me to go to camps. Like, he didn't want to pay for it. I was working, mowing lawns, doing all this shit, blah, blah, blah. I was paying for that stuff myself. I have to get a parent signature. And so, like, I'd say something to him and make him sign it while he's,
not paying attention to the whole sheet.
And, like, not all physically there because, he likes to hang out and drink or whatever it is. Like, I would take advantage of it. Get him to sign it. And then the next day he'd call me, where the hell you at, Aaron? Dad, you signed it last. Then he's all mad, and then I get home, get the punishment, whatever.
Right.
Cool.
Hey, it's better.
Aaron,
it's better
dog,
you take advantage of him.
You're just different, and you're so optimistic, but you just like slide that trauma in. But
it's not. I don't think
it's not trauma. I'm not saying that, but you could easily have tried to like take it that way, but you don't. Sure. And I just want to say your energy is fire. Like from the first time you introduced us, I'm like,
do you remember the first time we met?
Was it hooping or downtown?
It wasn't downtown. It was actually at a Christmas party. Where did we go to that snowy Christmas party?
For Shenazes.
Yeah, Shenazes. So no disrespect, but you were big. I remember y'all talking shit across the table to each other and shit. But that was the first time we met. Was at that Christmas party. That was shit. I must have been 20. We had just met. I was like 22. We met when I was 21, but 22, 23.
Yeah. If you met me then, I was fucking not the person that I was when you met me the second time around.
I didn't necessarily, I met you, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I didn't really get to know you. Yeah. That's how we met. That was wild. Yeah. That was a long time ago.
And look at us, full circle.
Yeah.
Sitting here interviewing this nigga about his job.
When that nigga first met you was built like a full circle.
Hey, circles are, he was like,
He's stupid.
I was like,
Who brought the laundry bag? God damn. Well, I appreciate you coming, dog.
I appreciate the love, guys.
Yeah.
100%.
You got anything else you want to ask him? You good? Please don't go left. Just it's yes or no.
Sometimes it just doesn't feel right unless I go there.
I see you.
Yeah.
Nah, man. I just fucking same thing with. Man, ever since I ever met you through my boy Chain, you've always had really good energy. I think this is cool as fuck what you're doing. Those are some lucky kids. Whatever parent is smart enough to put your kid in front of him, you're doing them a favor, not just for sports. I think this young man has a lot to give your kid as far as just a healthy mindset and some shit that I think is lacking in this
As
day
a
and
better
age,
person.
which shows in how kids are in society these days. And sports have always been known to teach structure, but I think it takes a certain special kind of person to like go out. You don't have to coach. You're doing this shit because you want to. A lot of people have jobs because they have to pay bills. You can find all kinds of other shit to do to pay your bills.
There's niggas that have kids that don't even like being around their kids. You know what I'm saying?
And so you're choosing to do this, and I think that's so admirable, man. I really commend that. So hit the fucking button. Hit the.
Shout out to Aaron.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man,
y'all.
So,
Appreciate y'all for having me.
I just want to say thank you guys. Episode 26. We're halfway there through season 1. So make sure you tune in, like, share, subscribe, comment down below.
Hit the thumbs up, bro.
I'm your host, Shane. This is my dog.
J. White.
This is my other dog.
his other dog, Johnny B. And I just want to say one thing real motherfucking quick. I was just watching and looking at my insights on my Instagram and shit to where I can see how many times it's been viewed versus how many times it's been liked and it's been shared. And y'all niggas is fucking up, nigga. There's way more. That's the only job we ask is just watch our shit and laugh because we're funny as shit. You know it's right or else you wouldn't be watching. Why are you watching me right now? Because we're fucking funny and slightly good looking. Other than that, the views versus the likes and the shares is slacking. So I need y'all to help me even out that. It looks like cell phone bars, nigga. Yeah, so it's fucking bad.
And this is our guest, Aaron Hobbs Hustle Fitness. Make sure you tap in with him if you got a kid 17 or younger. This is the man you want to talk to. You got anything to say? Where
Or
can
if
we
you got a daughter 18 or older.
where can
like and follow me on Facebook and Instagram, Hobbs Hustle Fitness. Throw it out there, show your support. That's all I can say. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we appreciate you. You guys, appreciate y'all again. Tune in to the episode this week, next week, and the following week because we ain't stopping until they stop dropping.
Yeah. Until the fat lady sings. And after that bitch starts singing, guess what? We still ain't stopping.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep going to the motherfucking tone of the fat bitch singing.
All right, y'all. We appreciate you. You take care. Love.